Tarantula tips and tricks. First we'll go over combat landings, and we'll also cover multiple target prosecution and engaging targets on the right side. Landing the Tarantula. You must be in manual mode. Press the flight assist button to turn off automatic engine tilt. You're cruising in the 500 km/h range. Once you're 3 kilometers from the landing zone, cut the throttle, tilt the engines back some, and lower the gear. Tilting the engines up makes the aircraft climb, so balance that with some nose down. If you tilt the engines back too soon while you're going too fast, it can make the plane flip out, so don't tilt them all the way back right away. Around 200 to 300 kilometers an hour, you're safe to tilt them back all the way. Balance the throttle and the pitch to manage your altitude and speed for a nice buttery landing. Go easy on the stick because it uses the engine throttle for pitch and roll, and these engines don't respond that fast, and it likes to flip when you're traveling too fast with the engines too vertical. Note that the handling is affected by what you have in the cargo bay. This is also true of the Ibis helicopter. In this next clip, I try a 1% aggressive maneuver, and it almost ends in disaster. I'm going in for a touch and go, and I'm going to deploy a vehicle on the runway without stopping. This is one of my favorite ways to capture an airbase because it feels cool. If you touch down with the engine straight forward, you can prop strike, so you need to have at least a little bit of engine tilt, which also means you need to slow down, since the engine tilt will make you climb if you're going too fast. I very gently roll into a turn while I'm slowing down, and it goes completely crazy. Once I realized it was going around, I gave it full left stick for just a moment to help it complete the barrel roll, then gentle right stick to stabilize. I'm feathering the throttle, and I managed to get it down near the runway. Alright guys, time to make some money.
Alright kids, let's make some money.
Switch to external view to verify the cargo is out before I climb away. I'm surprised they survived that, but they're used to flying with me, so this feels normal for them. We just captured an airfield. That was pretty ninja.
Gentlemen, we just seized an airfield. That was pretty ninja.
Open the map, select that unit, and right-click to make them move off the runway. And now we're going to talk about shooting to the right. The cannon is mounted on the left side of the Tarantula, but it can actually shoot to the right as well by simply flying upside down.
Stall.
The square in the bottom center of your targeting MFD represents the engagement envelope for the cannon, and the circle is the barrel. If the circle is in the square, then the barrel is pointed at the bad guy, and your round should hit. The cannon fires at the last target you selected. Press the cancel target button while keeping the trigger held down, and it will seamlessly fire at the next target. Designate another target, and it will fire at that one instead. Prioritize air defense units first. IR SAMs can't shoot down your cannon rounds, so it's a great weapon to use against them. Fire a few rounds per target in case one misses or it takes more than one hit. 16 to 18 rounds are guaranteed to saturate and overwhelm a self-propelled AA gun. Your wing's lift is acting against you while inverted, so you need a healthy amount of nose up to maintain your altitude. Luckily, this thing has very powerful engines. It's meant to hover while fully loaded after all. And it's good training for the troops in the truck and the cargo bay, since they're going to be bouncing crazy style when I shove them out the back at 300 kilometers an hour on a hostile runway. Over here there's an anvil and an IR SAM. That's a pretty good air defense on paper, but it's free money for the Tarantula. The cannon's max range is about 20-something kilometers. With enough altitude it can shoot into the 30s or 40s of kilometers, but if you're flying that high, you'll probably get killed by a scimitar. I'm going to shoot enough rounds to saturate and overwhelm this spag, and then the IR SAM will be defenseless.
Stall.
This convoy is a priority target. I'm going to select each vehicle and fire a couple rounds at each, one at a time, keeping the trigger held down and tapping the cancel target button to switch targets. The question mark means we lost eyes on them, so they might not have been properly targeted. I'm just going to reselect them and re-prosecute. Better safe than sorry. This thing has ammo for days, so it's not a concern. Alright, that's the mighty Tarantula. You can wipe out entire convoys in a single salvo, you can capture enemy facilities, you can build FARPs with fuel, ammo, and defenses, you can solo shard corvettes. I recommend a salvo of 30 to 40 rounds to saturate and overwhelm, then take a break, let your gun cool, and fire another salvo if needed. Laser defenses are about the only ground target that the Tarantula can't dispose of by itself. Those are going to take teamwork to take down. And factories are pretty strong against the cannon. Factories aren't really worth shooting. But helipads and revetments fall to just a few
Raise
rounds.
gear.
Medium hangars are killable. Vehicle depots take maybe 10 rounds or a few more. Bunkers might have got a buff recently. Bunkers might take over 20 rounds. So let me know if you have any other questions about the Tarantula or anything else you'd like me to make a video about.